Good evening, everybody. What are you up to tonight? Anything fun? I'm sitting on the porch, smoking, thinking. And it's funny because people have this assumption. They assume because you see me with a smile all the time that my life just must be grand. That I haven't really had any struggles, right? Because you look at me and you see this smile and you're like, that girl looks happy. Well, let me tell you something. Looks can be deceiving, which is why we are told not to rely on the flesh and people and, all that. Because the outward appearance of things is not always the reality of things. See, I do have joy and inner peace because I'm learning to heal. See, the things I don't talk about that a lot of you new people don't know is that I'm a survivor of a lot of ritual abuse. Bad ritual abuse. From a lot of people. In a lot of ways. Since birth. It's all I've pretty much known. See, what I know and the way that I was brought up is very atypical. In my household is what happens in the family stays in the family. And I thought that was normal until I learned that it was actually abnormal because my lifestyle wasn't normal. See, but when you don't know better and when you grow up around a certain environment and that's what you're exposed to, you think that's the norm. See, but luckily I got out and broadened my horizons and seen life a little better, and I'm learning about myself and how to heal. You see, because as a survivor of a lot of abuse, I tend to suffer from being passive aggressive and taking out my anger on other people. I generally will catch it and I'll apologize. And because they know I am deprogramming and I am a survivor of many, many things, and because of the PTSD that I have, it's a process. It's a process. But it's funny, though, as I was saying, people assume, oh, she looks so happy, she's never been through anything. I've been through everything from rape, beatings, abuse, being held hostage, held at knife point, held at gun point, choked, jumped, drowned. They tried to put in a car with no brakes. I could go on and on and on and on and on. But that isn't the healing part of things. Because sure, I could entertain you and tell you all my sob stories of all the terrible things that happen. And they were pretty terrible. But they would be entertaining to you, but would they be helpful and healing to you? No. The healing comes with growth and overcoming. See, I could focus on the problems that I have had all my life in the past. But if I focus on them, I am keeping them current and I am holding on to that inside myself. That's not moving forward. That's not growth. That's being stagnant, like in a form of a purgatory, a living purgatory, so to speak. But really, I'm just happy that I have people around me that I can trust. I'm learning that not everybody means evil. Because I do have a bit of paranoia at times. I'm like, what do you want? What do you want from me? What's your purpose? But that's just old programming, So learning to enjoy the moment, be present in the moment. When I find myself regressing in my mind, either from being triggered from an outside source or just a memory that I had, if it's something that is hurtful to me, what I now try to do is say, okay, I've already lived the experience, so I don't have to suffer the emotions and going through it again. I've already done that, so then I could relax and not panic because I know I'm not going to go through the abuse again. And then I have to look at what happened in that event, how was I feeling? What was that deep emotion that was inside of me? And then once I found that, I could start looking at how to heal that within myself. Because I'm the one who has to live in this body, not the people who hurt me. I have to live in here. So I could hold on to the past grudges and look at these people and be just, mad. But that doesn't help. It doesn't help. See, and that's where transformation comes in, and a true renewing of the mind, and true repentance, and changing of ways, and just learning new life mechanisms, new coping mechanisms, learning how to trust people again. It's a process. And I'm here sharing a little bit of that with you. I really hope it helps somebody in some way, somewhere, because I would be very disappointed if I am putting myself out here and nobody's listening. You know, because everybody's always afraid of looking stupid. Everyone's afraid of putting themselves out there and afraid of, oh gosh, what are people going to think? Someone's going to look at this and they're going to judge me. Oh, they're not going to like my makeup, or they're not going to like my hair or my voice or the way I spoke. Or, you know, there's always going to be people who find things to say, negative comments about what you're trying to do, no matter what. So I'm trying to learn operating above that, speaking my mind, but at the same time having that growth and compassion within me, to where when I see other people with struggles, or people approach me in a aggressive way, or in a way that's, well, maybe not aggressive, that's the wrong word, a standoffish way, I tried to be, you know, I try to have compassion, because I don't know what these other people have been through. I can't judge another person and why they did what they did, because all of us have been through different experiences because of the environments we've grown up in, and all, you know, all of that. But at our core, at our very core, I think we're the same. You know, so that's why I'm choosing to share right now, because I'm hoping that I could find my soul house out here. You know, because the church is not in a building. It is not. It is within us. We are the house of God. We hold the Spirit of God. It is imputed on us. So I'm just sharing some of that, you know.